What's up, guys? It's Gage from ARG, and we're going to be talking about Shock Troops of the Ice Barrier, a pretty interesting tech card that you may want to look into coming into this upcoming metagame. Shock Troops of the Ice Barrier, it's a water level 3, 1500 attack, 800 defense. With the effect of, you contribute this card to destroy one face-up water monster on the field and add one Ice Barrier monster from your deck to your hand. Now, I know what you might be thinking, Gage, Ice Barriers are trash, and you're not wrong. But this Ice Barrier is actually pretty good, and it's good for the sole reason that water monsters are kind of a prevalent force right now in the metagame. Two main ones that we're going to address today is any of the Necroz monsters, as well as El Shaddoll Animalilith, or whatever its name got changed to. I don't know. So let's briefly talk about the card itself. There's not really too much depth to go into, but we can summon this card by a normal summon, we contribute it, pop an opponent's monster, anything from an Neckcloth of Unicorn to the El Shaddoll Animalilith of our opponents, to even just any of the other Necroz monsters that may be a threat to us. And then we can add another Ice Barrier from our deck to our hand, which 100% of the time is going to be another copy of this card. So while at the cost of a normal summon, you are trading your monster for whatever monster your opponent has, you are still reloading yourself essentially with another copy to combat whatever they decide to put out next turn. And that is especially deadly against Neckclaws, which all they put out is really water monsters. So, you know, say for instance you're playing Shaddolls and you're main decking a couple copies of these to have not only waters for your Animalilith, but also to combat your Neckcloth opponent. Say, for instance, they summon a Neckcloth of Unicorn or something, and it's messing up your whole construct play you have planned. Just normal summon the Shock Troopers, pop the Shock Troopers to pop the Unicorn, and then you can activate your El Shaddoll Fusion or your Shaddoll Fusion, go off from there, and then get your other copy back to hand, which makes them think, oh crap, can't do another Neckcloth monster. Goddamn! Which leaves your opponent in a very awkward position, knowing the fact that they have to play around that Shock Troops. That card is that good. As I mentioned in there, Shaddolls are going to be playing a couple copies of this card, again, for the fact that it is food for the Animalilith, but also it is just genuinely a good card against arguably the worst matchup, Necroz. So I wouldn't be surprised to see 1 to 2 copies being main decked in a standard Shaddoll deck, just to have the second one to search out, again, another copy. This card is definitely arguably better than the Sinister Serpent, the new raw-added one, which I think is trash, as well as Treeborn Frog. I think this card might actually be a contender against Treeborn Frog for what water targets people might play. While Treeborn Frog does have the synergy going for it with cards such as Enemy Controller or Tribute Setting for a Beast or something, which I guess that's not as common, but hey, it's an option. While Treeborn Frog does have those things going for it, I believe Shock Trooper is just a lot more versatile in what it can do, being able to easily combat against the top tier deck of the format, while simultaneously being a fantastic card to throw in the deck for a water target. However, all things considered, I do think this card, from its actually decent attack stat, to its attribute, as well as to its actually really powerful effect, I do think this is a card that's going to be seeing a lot of competitive play in a standard Shaddoll build. Or, you know, if you're looking for just something to side against Necroz, I think we may have found a good choice. ARG stands for a rhombus. Great. And it also conveniently stands for Alter Reality Games. If you guys want to buy or sell product, if you want to read articles from the top players, and if you want to attend high-level events, alterrealitygames.com is your place to go check out. Be sure to like our Facebook fan page and subscribe to our Twitch stream if you haven't already. But as always, I thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will catch you guys next time. Gage from ARG, signing out.